Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new beginning of Let's Play Wasteland 2 Supreme Jerk Edition. Yes, we're doing this in the highest possible difficulty level, and so I must adjust my party. Which means we will, from the start, will use no statues whatsoever for skill points until we have our entire team together. We will get Angel and Death out of the party as fast as possible. Well, because when we have the other guys, I mean, and then we'll start training everyone up. We will have all of the skills only once in the party, even surgeon. I'm not sure if that is clever, but I think so. And we'll go for assault rifles. Why do I go for speed? Because speed will give us combat initiative 8 and action points 9. As soon as we level up to 10, we will get one more action point from coordination, and then we'll go for awareness for more combat initiative. I know 8 is not high, I know 9 is not high, but it will have to do. Furthermore, speed will give us the opportunity to move around in the battlefield when we're facing low, slow but powerful targets. Our first character, member 1, will go for smartass and will go for safe crack. Why that? Because every character will have a skill that gives him experience points and one skill that does not do so. That's the idea. The first one will be me. What is an according picture for me? Well, I think that is. So I have no religion. I'm an atheist. I do not smoke, but in this case I'll do coffin nails. Why, you will learn later on. And I personally like Asians. I'm not an Asian myself, but I think they're very capable people. And yes, I like to wear armor as thick and as strong as possible. Yes, that's about it. So, next one. We go for strength and intelligence, of course, and speed. Yes, we'll have no charisma, but we will take no party members that need a charisma. That's the idea. Assault rifles, of course. Here you go for kiss ass and for lockpick. Oh, I think I changed the two. Well, that does not matter. That will be male, and it will be my best friend on my side, which will be Alex. He's an atheist too. He does not smoke. And he's a European. So he as well. No, he wears a hat. I think that's him. Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that hits it. Wonderful. Let's see if I've misclicked. He goes for lockpick. He goes for safe crack. Okay. Lockpick. Safe crack. Wonderful. Okay. So the next, we all know the dance. So he will go for demolitions, assault rifles, and surgeon. Wonderful. No perception, you say. We will get perception from Vulture's Cry. So another person I want to have in my team is my son. What's a good picture of my son? Oh, I'm pretty sure he will not look that way anyway, but now, do you know what? We leave my son out of this. He's only 15 months old, and so I take my brother, the best person on the world that I know besides my wife. So my brother should wear armor too. Yes, that's more like it. And last but not least, I know there are many skills left, but we'll have to do with what we have. So just if you wonder, perception and outdoor will be covered by Vulture's Cry. Toaster repair and weaponsmith will be covered by Ralphie, and brute force and hard ass will be covered by Cassie. So you're the last in line. You get assault rifles too. You get computer science. You get security systems, you get field medic, and you get repair. All of the skills that are used from time to time, but not on a regular basis. So that's nice. Yes, what does look like my woman? Well, they're all not beautiful enough. That is too slutty. That is a real lady. Yes. That's my lady, and she's a Christian. And she's a European. And... oh boy. No. She's well built, but I think she found that offensive. Well... wait. Yes. Yes. Well, is there... no, that looks like a Mickey Mouse. Yeah. More like it. Okay, and here we go. I hope you can hear the sound of the speech of our general. Supreme Jerk, of course. Brian Fargo, we thank you for this.
Thank you, recruits. I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger. Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got one Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
That's us.
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
I fear so.
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us. Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
So we're more like a security company than a real law force.
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
So, we go for smartass.
Using logic on me, eh? Smartass. Logic and observation will change some folks' minds, and you can catch people in lies that way. But sometimes, it only makes them mad, so be careful. In this case, you're right. I should let you in, but I got a feeling about you four. You got depths you don't even know you have, and it's going to take adversity to tap them. So I'm sending you out undergunned and unprepared, just to see what it brings out of you. You'll thank me later.
Well, I think it brings out blood and guts and a lot of pain.
Maybe. When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal. I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death. It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Hooray! First map location.
There you go. Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal, but sadly Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen. Good luck out there, recruits.
Woohoo! Thank you. We're going to shovel up everything. So, you might wonder, my 15-month-old son is sleeping right behind me. The moment he wakes up, we have to stop. So, he's not going to allow us in. We can try. That is kiss ass, that is hard ass, so we do kiss ass. Nice recruits, but it won't get you through this door. I like your sass though. Tell you what, I know you want to get inside so you can get your hands on good stuff. Mel's got waiting for you inside the armory. Well, I got a little toy that just might turn the tide over. Interested? Of course we're interested. I call her Mississippi Mule, cause she kicks like one. A double-barreled flintlock pistol that turn your enemies into thin red paste as long as they're within 10 feet of you. She was my go-to gal when I was out on patrol. Now I'm stuck here on door duty, and she don't get much use. You can have her as long as you promise to put her to good use. Pretty sure. Okay, we don't start a fight here. That would be not wise. And we better don't take this can, because that will make the goat aggressive. But we can dig up that thing. Oh, that is the weapon. It's a shotgun. Ooh. I think our chances hitting something with that are pretty bad. But, well, let's try to shovel up something that is worth something. Yeah, well, I was not hoping for an assault rifle, but actually I was. You know me, I'm greedy. Ranger brass knucks. Sorry I can't talk to you. A shame. Can we get something out of this lady? An old woman is just she keeps occupied counting goods and organizing crates. Aside from the clothes, she's a picture of a loving grandmother. You could swear she smells faintly like fresh baked cooked. Hello recruits, welcome to Soren's Condies. Happy to trade whatever you like. I'm honored to make your acquaintance. Always nice to see new faces around here, and pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they go out into the big bad world. Well, if you had heavy weapons like miniguns or something like that, I wouldn't have to start over. Well, with the essentials, as you touch find you are, I can't always give them away for free. Believe me, I wish I could. But we keep our prices as close to cost as we can for our ranges. You can stop by for the basics whenever you're in the area. But once you get clearance at the Citadel, you'll get access to some more valuable goods. I think you have to talk to Joseph Mason when you get inside. He's a great friend, a great quartermaster, and we'll all be eating sand and whipping for cactus flowers without him. Ooh, that sounds bad. I love this place nowadays. It used to be full of some conky birds back when I was younger. Fellas seem to worship pre-war junk, even if they do know what it was. And they wouldn't share none of it. Well, I shouldn't get into judgmental. I'm sure they thought they were doing right. I grew up in a village near here, where there was already a grandmother twice over when the wretched desert rangers moved into the citadel. I saw how much good the rangers were doing, and I wasn't up too much with my children moved to other villages to start their own families. I was a little unconventional for an old lady to get through basic training, but I pulled my weight and earned my star. I may not be too useful in forward operations, but I've got a lot of experience with keeping people well fed and well clothed. I can run a drill press with the best of them. So General Walkers has helped me such a Malcolm to run the supply, and I help the Captain in the workshop now and again. He's the smartest person I've ever met, bar none. She can whip up laser beams and water purification systems like I whip up pies. He's a modern-day Patton. Wasn't Patton nuts? He's got a mind for strategy and knows how to make tough calls. So let's see what she's trading. We don't need the necklace. We don't need the compact mirror. We don't need this. We need the coffin nails. We need the healing devices. Okay, well that is not much. That would be really, really good. With a weapon like this, we would be able to do a lot more damage a lot faster. But I see the point. And there is... oh, there are two places to dig up, actually.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
So Ace should be a technician, if I get that right. Dynamite. And a lot of junk. Let's talk to her.
Sorry about the Waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Sorry, as cute as little kittens. You'll remind me of us. Snake Racer, Treasure and me, back when we were just starting out, thinking we're gonna save the world for the future. Well, we will. Christ, sorry, don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If you all started worn out and jaded like me, nobody ever tried to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time. What's with Treasure? You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day he just seemed like his big old growling bear, strong as an ox, but just as articulate. But when he got torn up during a fight with a robot from Big Choice, he couldn't go on patrol anymore. Any other commander would have handled him his working papers, but Vargas doesn't dump old friends. He started him working in the museum. And wouldn't you know it, turns out to be old bear has a knack for cartography. It has been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. An old military factory before the war, and the biggest fighting the Rangers ever had, with some crazy computer in there that keeps spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down, earned our stripes that day, literally. That's when I become captain. Yeah. The Base Choice AI. Don't know what was wrong with it, broken I guess. Through it thought everybody was its enemy, wanted to kill the whole planet. Well, maybe he's got a judge of character. Hellraiser. He's another one gone. Went out of patrol 3 weeks back, never came. Don't know if he's dead or AVOL, or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody know he's called in. Haven't heard from anybody seeing him. I'll miss all Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much, didn't make many friends easy, wasn't a big for social graces, but he was loyal as they come, and when the shit started flying he was the guy you wanted on your back, at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor, scary as hell. Red Scorpions, well, there's some kind of revivaling security force, you could say. You weren't brief on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know, when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel, well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of razors then, but they'll be getting more organized, call themselves militia now, and they're trying to act like they're the desert rangers of eastern Arizona. Well, that's a lot of horse shit. A protection reckon ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash 'em up. The rangers aren't like that. We get bound by donations and good old-fashioned scavenging. Basically, everything between the Twisten and Radio and Clay Clouds to the east is eastern Arizona. There are a few towns and farms out there, which the Scorpion claims as their territory. Rangers used to patrol the area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well, but a lot can change in 15 years, who knows. Maybe it's as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is, but I got my doubts. Oh yes, radiation clouds, edges of the map, kiddies, big hot areas where you can't go without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around with wind and weather, but they're permanent hotspots on every side of us, north, south, east and west, so we're cornered. Until we start hearing those weird broadcasts, I kind of thought those clouds went on forever, and that Arizona was the last piece on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Hey, maybe there's the whole rest of the world just fine and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke? What about the strange broadcasts? Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to take out a lot of it, but what I heard with my handstand on the end. Some guy talking about turning man into machines or machines into man or some shit. But the crazy thing was, when he starts talking about us, the Rangers, saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world and we need to be wiped out so his glorious futures can be burned. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? And what the fuck does he have against us? So General Walker used to be called Snake. Yep, he was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in that day. But I think his responsibilities as a kind of squashed that out of him now. He wasn't been a decent bar fight in, shit, maybe a decade? Huh. What do you know about General Vargas? Huh. Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all, but somehow, after we brought down Base Choice, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show and doing the damn fine job, while I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I've got, huh? Ace, all that hurt. But this one man, Ace was never Rangers, not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Farron Bago up in Vegas. When the Base Choice started sending its death machines into the desert, Bago sent Ace out to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quarters. He pissed somebody off out there, and they locked him up. We snorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Choice, but he never stopped. Burgess eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I didn't know he'd ever formally signed on. He was just always there, and now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble. I knew it. He was working on the same thing Burgess was working on, trying to track down the radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me, but the Ace started saying that someone was following him. Well, he knew it. He asked him to let him come with him, so I sent all the Rail Normans to give him the repeater units, but he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows. Those radio broadcasters spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him? I really don't know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters in north-south axis and signal bouncing off at the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. A radio tech genius, Wade Woodson. Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps all the machines running and the signals clear. He'll also tug our ear off about circuits and frequencies, and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's a lifeline to the base. Rail Norman's camp. That's a good place. Could have been a nice little place if the Atchinsons and the Topicans would kiss and make up. I can't remember what's all about, but with them there's got enough old railroad trench that, if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, it seems like they all want to blow each other's heads off. Idiots. Quartz. I'm not sure if you can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Treasure.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I'd gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not... So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Well, she's way faster than us.
Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you.
And she's
If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
far stronger than we are. Equip the winch. We keep all that. That are fainted leathers. To my angel. Yes, I think they were in love. We can, however, sell the junk that we just found. I doubt it will help any. We could sell that, but will that help? No, we'll get nowhere to buy this. No. Or that. Nah, crap. Yeah, that's all not really worth a lot. And we'll all need that. So we sell that. And that snorking you hear in the back is my son. And I think we'll have to stop here and see each other again next time. Until then, bye.